Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
WWE superstar Drew McIntyre has come a long way from nearly starting riots on the independent scene. The 39-year-old wrestler, who was inducted into the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame for Scotland at Rangers Ibrox Stadium on Thursday afternoon, has been reflecting on the two-decade journey that has seen him rise to the top of the game. Speaking at the ceremony 48 hours before challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship at Clash at the Castle in his homeland, Drew exclusively told usnews.co.uk, "It's genuinely mental going into the Scottish Wrestling Hall of Fame as the only active Scottish wrestler who's ever been inducted. It's well deserved for a man who was credited as his induction as lifting up the entire Scottish and UK scene, making events like this weekend's show at the OVO Hydro Arena possible." While Drew has always dreamed of this day, he came up at a very different time for independent wrestling in the UK, and he has recalled one show south of the border in England when things took a wild turn. At just 17 years old, he attacked the local hero on a show, which sparked fury from those in attendance as they tried to tear him and his manager to pieces. "We had run to the back and we hid in a back room and they told us you have to see here, do not leave until we get a police escort," he laughed. "We had to wait for a police escort to get out of town, and then go back home for a while, and that was one of my earliest shows that I did." Even the early training sessions were tough before those first shows, with Drew left a black and blue, as he learned how to run the ropes and dreamed of becoming the next Stone Cold Steve Austin or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. "I'd be sitting there after my first lesson like, oh no, this was it, this was the dream," he recalled, worrying at the time. "What if I'm not going to be World Heavyweight Champion in the future?" WWE commentator, visibly scared as intruder, crashes show live on air. Dwayne Johnson's grim injury will make you sick as his elbow swells to size of melon. WWE superstar, disgusted by Tyson Fury exchange described as his biggest regret. WWE superstar's mum dies aged 51 in horror accident on family holiday. He added, "I questioned myself, but thankfully I'm stubborn beyond belief and I just refuse to give up." To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. This weekend, Drew goes into the Hydro aiming to become a 4-time world champion if he can beat Damian Priest in front of a hometown crowd. He smiled, now to return all these later to the Hydro with WWE for the first PLE in Scotland, and main event for the world title. "Going for my first world title is just mental. You can buy a house for £2.50 in this beautiful village surrounded by wineries." Martin Lewis issues warning to all London renters, "You could be owed thousands. What I own. I live in a £965,000 baby castle in the Brecon Beacons with my husband. This remote island that costs less than a London flat is perfect for introverts. Get paid to live on this idyllic European island, but there's a catch." Friday Night SmackDown airs live from the Hydro Glasgow, Friday, June 14th. Tune in on TNT Sports. Clash at the Castle, Scotland airs live from the Hydro Glasgow, Saturday, June 15th. Tune in on the WWE Network and TNT Sports box office. More, WWE commentator, visibly scared as intruder, crashes show live on air. More, Dwayne Johnson's horrendous injury will make you sick as his elbow swells to size of melon. More, WWE superstar's mum dies aged 51 in horror accident on family holiday.